On the way home. This is a true story. I'm not making this up. I'm posting my story to see if anyone knows what happened to me. I fear that this experience could mean I'm in danger or something. If you have any ideas or theories of what this could mean, please let me know in some way. Now for my story. This happened about a week ago. I was on my school bus on the way home. I live in an area with pretty low altitude, so when I get to high places my ears will either ring or get clogged, and my nose will start to bleed. And I will always get a headache. Nose bleeding is highly unlikely. It's only happened to me about 3 times. Well, on this particular day, I got a headache and a nosebleed. I always ride the same path home, so I don't understand what the problem was. Usually, when this happens, it's a habit of mine to close my eyes. I honestly don't know why I do this, because it doesn't benefit me in any way, but I guess it's a way my body is trying to escape or something. But anyway, I shut my eyes. I knew my neighborhood was the next stop, so when the bus stopped, I knew it was time to get off the bus for home. I stood up and gently opened my eyes. I froze. I remember my nose stopped bleeding and the remainder of blood was dried right above my lip. My eyes widened and I couldn't believe what my eyes were showing me. I looked around at everyone standing up, since most people got off here. What made me so shocked, it was the fact that everyone was transparent, with a golden hue around their shapes. It may sound simple enough, but it's very hard to describe. The strange part was that I could still touch them. I know this because days before this, I was in a talent show, singing. A lower classman then congratulated me and gestured a fist bump. I obliged and did so. It seemed normal, like he didn't notice anything. When I got off, I looked at everyone's cars, which I never seemed to notice before. They seemed different. However, as if I had a picture in my mind of what it was supposed to be, I wanted to say something. But I assumed this was just a lucid dream, which would have been weird because I've never experienced one before. Once I got home, something seemed a bit off. The cars were one I've never seen before. The porch has always been green, even painted different shades of green, but my porch was a completely different shade. It was yellow. My door was recently painted green, however it was now an orange-green hue that I don't know how else to describe. I gently knocked on the door. It only took about 5 seconds for the door to be opened. However, the person who answered was someone I didn't recognize. It was a woman with chestnut brown hair and a very sophisticated short hairstyle. She then had to be at least 5'7". She was wearing black, everything. Black shirt, black suit jacket, black skirt, black tights, black heels. The only thing that wasn't black was her golden jewelry and the green jewel in both of her earrings. She then said, "Ah, hi there," as if I was a puppy. I then said, hi," in a hushed voice. She then looked very confused. "Is something the matter?" she asked. Do you know these people?" I then stated the names of my family members. She then got an upset look on her face. "Oh, no," she said quietly. "What?" I asked. She then said, sadly, and even more quietly, "You must be Maya, aren't you?" I was flushed with a wave of relief. "Yes." "How did you know that I was?" I stopped myself. I noticed she started to tear up. She stepped closer and crouched down to my level. She then said in almost a whisper, "I'm so sorry. They're dead." At this moment, I froze. How could this happen? Everything was fine this morning. This has to be a prank, is what I thought. Then at this moment, I knew this was real. I don't know why. I just knew. She then wrapped her arms around me. She was on her knees, completely sobbing, actually getting my shoulder wet with tears. They got in a plane crash. The neighbors said that they heard your mom scream before getting everyone in the car. They said she screamed, "This is Maya's fault." I was completely shaken from what I was hearing, and it was apparently obvious that she was too. She kept on whispering, "I'm so sorry," while holding onto me tighter as she said this. How could this all happen in the span of one day? How was this my fault? All I wanted to do at this moment was cry. So I did. I broke down in tears, leaning on the woman. I tightly shut my eyes. I lost track of time. But I knew it was a while. While my eyes were shut, I fell onto my doormat. My eyes then opened quickly, tears still filling them and running down my cheeks. I then sprung up. My porch and door were green again. I looked to my driveway. There were no cars. It made me worry a little. But I then stepped inside my house. Both my dogs were missing, but my cat was in the kitchen. Then my nose began to bleed once more. I tried to distract myself by watching YouTube. At around 6 p.m., my family came along with my dogs. I was so relieved. The only person missing was my stepdad, which I found out was at work. As I said in the beginning, I have no idea what that was or what happened. If you know or have a theory of what happened to me, please let me know. I have and will continue to do research and see if I can find anything remotely similar. Thank you for reading my story. I will update everyone if anything else strange happens. I hope this isn't supposed to be a message of death or misfortune. I have a theory this has to do with me alone. I very much believe in the paranormal and a lot of conspiracies. Hopefully, there's a logical explanation out there waiting for me.